What if the person you trust the most is hiding a secret that could destroy everything? And what if someone from the past, someone dangerous, isn't really gone? Today's story dives deep into drama, romance, and shocking secrets unfolding across two cities, from magical moments in New York to dark conspiracies brewing in Port Charles. Love is growing, trust is being tested, and somewhere in the middle of it all, a mystery is getting more dangerous by the minute. Let's break it all down step by step. Let's start in New York City, where things feel almost like a dream. Emma is completely mesmerized after watching a magical stage performance. She's glowing with excitement as she talks to Michael, the actor who plays the genie. For her, it's not just a show, it's an escape, a moment where she can forget everything weighing on her heart. And right now, she really needs that escape. Meanwhile, Gio is making connections. He's chatting with Michael about the music scene back in Port Charles. And guess what? Michael already knows about one of the hottest spots, the Savoy. That instantly builds a connection between them. Gio doesn't waste time. He offers Michael a chance to perform there, and Michael is all in. No hesitation. Just like that, plans are forming. Moments later, Gio finds Emma standing on stage. It's quiet now. The crowd is gone. But for Emma, this place still feels magical. She thanks Gio, sincerely, not just for the trip, but for helping her forget her worries, especially about her grandmother. Even if it was only for a little while, it meant everything to her. You can feel it. This isn't just a casual trip anymore. It's becoming something deeper. Later, they both thank Michael again. They're already excited about seeing him again in Port Charles. And to top off the night, Michael surprises them with a reservation at his favorite restaurant. It's one of those perfect nights where everything just feels right. But the story doesn't end there. When Emma and Gio return home, we learn something interesting. The place they're staying at? It's not a hotel. It belongs to one of Gio's friends, who trusted him enough to lend it. That detail matters. It shows how much people trust Gio. Inside that quiet, borrowed space, something emotional happens. Emma looks at Gio and tells him, no matter where they go, no matter what they do, he is her whole new world. That line hits deep. And then, they kiss. It's not rushed. It's not forced. It's real. A moment built from everything they've been through together. But just as one story blooms with romance, another one is filled with tension. Now let's move to the Metro Court, where things are far more complicated. Lulu and Laura sit down for a simple meal. At least, that's what it looks like on the surface, but Laura notices someone at the bar, Ezra, and immediately, she feels the need to step in. She walks over and checks on him, asking if he needs help again. There's history there. You can tell. Ezra insists he's fine. He's not even drinking alcohol, just something harmless. But Laura makes it clear, if he ever needs help, she's there. That moment shows something important about Laura. She cares, even about people who might not deserve it. Soon after, Ezra approaches their table and offers to pay for their meal. He says he owes Laura a favor. But Lulu knows exactly why. She points out that her mother has power over him, and she's choosing not to use it publicly. Ezra sits down, and things get interesting. He basically asks Laura, "You have the upper hand, so why aren't you using it?" And Laura responds in a calm but powerful way. Who says she isn't? That line says everything. She then plays her move. Instead of exposing him, she asks for something in return. Support for universal pre-K in Port Charles. Ezra agrees. Just like that, a quiet deal is made. This isn't just about kindness anymore. It's strategy. It's politics. Later, the conversation shifts to something more personal. Rocco. Lulu opens up about how upset he's been lately. There's been a lot happening around him, and it's affecting him deeply. She's trying to be patient, trying to give him space, and she admits something important. She doesn't think she could handle all of this without Nathan. That name is going to matter a lot. Now let's jump into something darker, something much more intense. Joss storms into Carly's attic, and she's not here for small talk. She wants answers. specifically about Anna and Faison. She confronts Valentine and shows him something shocking, a book linked to Faison, along with some suspicious items found with someone named Cullum. Immediately, questions start flying. Why would Cullum have these things? Valentine starts connecting the dots. He reveals that Cullum is known as an expert on Faison, especially within the WSB. That's huge, because if Cullum understands Faison, then he also understands Anna's biggest weakness. Valentine begins to suspect that Cullum might be behind everything happening to Anna. But something doesn't add up. Cullum was in one place, while Anna was somewhere else. So how is all of this connected? The frustration builds. Valentine even says, if Cullum is responsible for driving Anna insane, he won't hold back. Joss tries to calm him down, but she's not done asking questions. She brings up another name, Nathan. And suddenly, things get even more complicated. Valentine describes Nathan as someone good, almost too good. But Joss isn't convinced. She points out something strange. Nathan came back from the dead and just picked up life like nothing happened. That's not normal. And when you connect it to everything else, it becomes suspicious. Valentine warns her. If Nathan is connected to this, then he could be just as dangerous as the rest. And he tells her to stay away. But Joss, she's not the type to back down. Even after getting a call and leaving, she makes it clear. She heard the warning, but she's not going to follow it. Meanwhile, another important conversation is happening at the Metro Court Gardens. Felicia meets with Obrecht, who has just returned, and she's worried. Very worried. She tells Obrecht that Anna's condition is getting worse, and even more alarming. She suspects that the doctors treating Anna might actually be working for Faison. That's a terrifying thought. Felicia hopes Obrecht can help convince Anna that none of this is real. But Obrecht refuses. She believes her presence would only make things worse. Because in Anna's mind, Obrecht is already part of the problem. And then comes a chilling line. Obrecht admits, if anyone could come back from the dead, it would be Faison. Think about that for a second. Even she isn't fully convinced he's gone. At the same time, another secret is quietly growing. Cassius visits Britt, and what she reveals is shocking. Rocco, a child, confessed to shooting Cullum. That changes everything. Cassius says he's already protecting Rocco, but Britt isn't sure she can trust him. After all, their father would have used this situation for personal gain. Cassius insists he's different. He promises to protect Rocco. But Britt sees the bigger picture. She warns him. He's playing a dangerous game, especially with Lulu, because the truth about Nathan isn't what it seems. And when Lulu finds out, it will break her. But Cassius doesn't back down. He admits it. He's in love with Lulu, and he's willing to keep pretending, just to stay with her. That's not just risky. That's a ticking time bomb. As everything builds toward the final moments, Joss tracks down Obrecht with one burning question. Could someone be pretending to be Faison? And more importantly, could that someone be Nathan? At the same time, Valentine is secretly calling a clinic in France, pretending to be someone else, trying to get information about Anna. Secrets, lies, and hidden agendas are everywhere. Back at the Metro Court, Laura believes things are going well for Lulu and Nathan. But Lulu, unknowingly, is falling deeper into something built on lies. And in another quiet moment, Britt gives one final warning. The truth always comes out. And when it does, it won't just hurt Lulu, it will hurt everyone. And just when things feel heavy, we return to New York, Emma and Gio sharing another intimate moment. They laugh, they relax. For a second, everything feels normal. But even in that moment, reality is waiting, because eventually they'll have to go back. And when they do, everything will change. What makes this story so powerful is how it blends two completely different worlds. On one side, you have love, connection, and emotional healing. Emma and Gio represent hope, people trying to move forward despite pain. On the other side, you have secrets, deception, and danger. Characters like Valentin, Joss, and Cassius are dealing with a mystery that could explode at any moment. And at the center of it all is the question of identity. Who is telling the truth? Who is pretending? And who is being manipulated? For everyday viewers, this story hits on something very real. Trust. We trust people we love. We believe what they tell us. But what happens when that trust is built on lies? It also shows how the past never really stays buried. No matter how much time passes, secrets have a way of coming back. And when they do, they don't just affect one person. They affect everyone. So what do you think? Is Nathan really who he says he is? Or is something much darker hiding behind that identity? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it.